Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, and if you're not new, you might recognize this guy.
Apologies in advance, my camera was not focusing during this video, I am sorry. At least my cat is cute.
This is Ritzy, one of my co-hosts, aka the real stars of the show. Hopefully you've been following along in my 2025 panning adventure, but if you haven't, that's okay because you haven't missed much. Because again, this is another month where I didn't even want to film this video, to be honest, because I just feel like I failed so hard at panning this month, and actually last month too. And we actually started this project pan a little late. I started it in February. I gave myself January as kind of a break from panning, and it was nice. And then I felt ready to pan again, to really use the products I have, really get to know them and finish them. That is actually the goal of this project pan, to finish them. In previous project pans, the goal has been more to get to know the products. Finishing is great always, but some products I just wanted to get a better understanding of. And that was not this year. This year I wanted to finish stuff. And I just feel like my project panning has been slow this year. And I know part of it is because we're coming out of winter. It is sometimes harder for me to get motivated to go above and beyond in my personal projects in winter. I definitely like to hibernate a little bit, and I just feel like that's what I've been doing. So some of these are not gonna have much of an update, and some of them are, and then I've had to switch out one product completely because I will tell you why. I will tell you why. We will get into that, but I do have some pictures. So I have some pictures of some of the products, that what they look like when I started, what they look like now, so you can kind of see some of the progress. And there are a couple other ways where I'm trying to gauge how much I'm actually finishing, like measuring the product. Now, previously what I've done is I've actually tallied up every time I've used a product, and I almost missed that. I didn't do that this time, and it is more work. You have to remember to like keep a tally. You don't want to forget a day because then you're like, ugh, I actually used it more. But I didn't do that this time. So I mean, we tried something a little different. Who knows if it's gonna work. This is a project pan that will be concluding in the end of November. So it's a 10-month project pan. So we still have a long ways to go. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. You shouldn't either if you're project panning. It is hard to finish products, okay? Especially if they're not the only products you're using. If you want a little bit of variety in your day-to-day makeup routine, it's gonna be a lot harder to pan products. But let's get into this. Let's just talk about the products that I have. I'm gonna talk about the product I'm swapping out for something else and why. And yeah, there is gonna be no rhyme or reason to the order, I don't think. I like to typically go through the products as I would apply them on my face. It just seems to work best for me. So we are starting with foundation. My one huge success, okay? And you know what? I can't even take too much credit because this product is a mini, but it is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I have mine in the color 1R02. And the way I've been keeping track of the progress of this one is the little golden lines. So as you can see, we are down to the bottom of this. And the reason why I don't want to give myself too much credit is because I have finished a product, actually this exact one already before. So I knew I could do it, just in a different color. I think it was in a slightly lighter color. But now we're finishing this one, okay? And like, a pan is a pan. I should just be happy, but it's so little, you know? But I have been using this foundation a lot, because it works really well and it kind of applies super easily on top of any sort of primer. You can mix in one of those illuminating products that we talked about. It's just an easy foundation to use. It gets along with everything. I love it. It's great. It is like maybe a tad dark for my winter skin. My winter skin is just pale. So the other color I had of this was a little bit lighter, but regardless, it's a great product. I love it. We're almost done. We are almost done. And I'm not going to tell you if I'm going to repurchase anything because I cannot add anything else to my collection. I'm trying to finish. Okay, hopefully you caught my video the other day where I went through my empties for March. We actually got through a lot of products. We finished a lot of things, not a lot of makeup. Always a lot of skincare. Always make it through skincare. Makeup is harder. But the other foundation that I have that I am having a little bit of an issue with is from Fenty. This is the Eaze Drop Blur Smooth and Tint Skin. I have mine in the color 4, and I've been using it, but this is a product where I have found it just doesn't work with everything, which makes sense. It's heavier, it's a stick, and I only have that much left. So we have been working through it, and what I did previously, I have this piece of tape here, and this piece of tape is supposed to measure how much I've gone through. And I don't think, I don't know, I don't think I calculated it right or something, because I have been using it, okay? I have been using it and I have not been seeing a lot of progress. So I'm probably gonna start measuring this one just to kind of see how much is left from maybe like this plastic part up to the top. And I think that's a better way to measure it, because that's what I do for the contour stick that you're gonna see. And that's actually been working really well, measuring it with a ruler. Yeah, it took me a while to realize like I did not have a ruler. And then luckily my husband has rulers, so it worked out. But it's hard to find rulers in grocery stores these days. Do you remember they used to sell rulers with all your like, you know, school stuff? And now they don't really? Where are the rulers? But yeah, so having a little bit of trouble with this one just because it doesn't interact well with all my products. So I just have to be very particular about what I use with this stick. I really do like it. I have it on my face today. It is a really pretty foundation, and it's one of the few stick foundations that I actually like. It's not too heavy. I don't feel like it like falls into my pores. I've definitely tried some foundation sticks that are just too heavy. They look horrible on my skin. And I have really dry skin, so that's part of it. You know, sometimes like the heavier the foundation, the worse it looks on dry skin. One product that definitely does not work with the Fenty is the weird choice that I made for my concealer. So we have the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't remember what it's called. It is her pot concealer in number 1 Fair. Any of the items where I have before and after pictures, I'll be putting up on the screen so you can see what they looked like when we started and the progress that we've made in the 2 months that we've been doing Project Pan. But this is the concealer, and hopefully you can see that we do have a little bit of a dent in there. It's a pretty big dent. I have been working diligently on that dent, and yet we continue to not see the bottom of the pan. See, this is like one of those items where I'm like, I swear I am just a use or two away from finishing it, or definitely not finishing, but hitting the pan, and then I use it and no, I know. And this is a product where I go in pretty lightly because it just will get very creasy. It'll look really heavy if I go in with too much. So I go in with like the lightest layer. It's not on my face today because I'm wearing the Fenty stick, and these two just, I have found, do not look great together. They kind of fight each other a little bit, so I don't wear them together. Okay, one item that I didn't use a whole lot of in the month of March, which is again because it is winter, my skin is drier, I don't really need a setting powder very often, but that is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass. That's the one that we've been working on. We're so close to finishing, and what I've been doing to track this one is the little golden line. So we've got the start one up here, then last month we got down here, so we did use it quite a bit. My lines are all crooked. I hope that's right. Okay, close enough. This month we're not adding another line because we did not use enough of it to add another line. So this powder was actually in one of my previous Project Pans, and I used it so often. It's a fantastic powder, like don't get me wrong, it's great, but it just, I will never need more than one setting powder. I just want to finish one of them, but it's very difficult, very difficult. Let's talk about blush. Okay, so we've got from Rare Beauty the liquid blush in the color Hope. This is the line from last month. We ended February here. We have not made an impact in March. March definitely was a month where I got a few new blushes, really fell in love with a lot of them, kept using them over and over, and completely forgot about my tiny Rare Beauty blush. Now, I knew this one was going to take a while to see any sort of impact because of the pigment. We all know Rare Beauty is super pigmented. Liquid blush, you only need a couple drops on each cheek, really. And even then, sometimes it's too much. If you want lighter, you go in with a single drop. And that is gonna take so long to finish this. But I knew that going into it, and I wanted to challenge myself, and challenge accepted and challenge regretted a little bit. The other blush that I have is in palette form. So we have the Makeup Forever, what is this? Whatever this is, whatever they're calling this, I don't remember exactly the name, but we have blushes, we have a bunch of other things that you can use for, you know, you're supposed to be able to use it for foundation, contour, concealer, kind of a little bit of everything. This is an everything palette. And it literally had been like untouched in my drawer for the longest time. So I was like, I know I'm not gonna hit pan and everything, but this is actually a product where I do want to know how I feel about it. And what I said last month, this is maybe my most epic fail, because last month I said that I'm gonna be sure to use every single product in here, and I have not. I have not. We have tried a couple new squares this month. I will say this blush is absolutely gorgeous. I thought it would be too deep on me. It's really not. I mean, I went in with a very light hand, so you can probably barely see it. And then this color here, I thought might potentially work as a contour for me or a bronzer for me, and it is so warm. It does not work for that at all. So we're continuing to try the rest of the squares. We've got this deep one down here that I haven't tried yet. And then I need to play with this side, but I will say, I'm glad that I played with this side. I literally played with it today. So if I look very warm, that's why. it's this fault. Even though it does not work for me as like a bronzer, it is still a fantastic formula. And I mean, Makeup Forever is a fantastic makeup brand. I feel like we don't really talk about it very much, right? It's not exciting. It's old, it's been around, but it continues to stay around because the products are so good. Like the blush is fantastic. It just goes on so nicely. It melts into your skin. Really beautiful. So of course you've seen the before and after picture where we started, where we are now. We're making progress. We are. Well, making progress might not be exactly what we're doing. We're doing something. Okay, we're trying it. We're using it. We're doing that. Yeah, my pride and joy of this entire thing. It's gonna be this little stick, and this is from M Cosmetics, and this is their So Soft contour bronzer stick, and I have mine in the color Terra, and I started this at 18 millimeters, and we're down to 14 millimeters. So yeah, we are making some progress, and I use this so much because if you're like me and you prefer more of like a cool tone bronzer contour sort of situation, this is maybe not cool, but more like neutral colored. So it's not too warm. It's a great color on me, and it really does like blend out really nicely. It's just an older product in my collection, and I thought I had a chance of finishing it. And again, we have 8 more months. We've got time, but yeah, it's going a lot slower than I thought it would go. And you know, like if I had put up the number of uses that I used it in the month of March, you might go like, how you used it so much? And but measuring it is different. Like it's just so much slower to see the progress that way, which is good to know, right? That's good to know. It puts things into perspective for me. Okay, I'm not going to talk a lot about this one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in my project pan past this month. I hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't. It's not my favorite. I don't love it enough to reach for it regularly. And that's from Westman Atelier. This is the highlight stick and lit up. It's like a clear balm. Looks like this. We started with 16 millimeters of product. That number has not changed. So we're working on it. But I don't know how I feel. I do know how I feel. I just don't love it. It's not bad as far as balm highlighters go. I really don't love balm highlighters, but it's just kind of boring. Like if I want a highlighter, I want something that actually gives a little bit of highlight. This one, like let's put it on. Like first of all, doing this is a mistake, putting it directly onto my face. because it tends to remove the makeup underneath. And that's one problem that I had with it. So I normally have a brush and I will either like use a brush or just use my finger. And for some reason, when I got this product, I thought there was like a blue reflect. I still feel like sometimes I see a blue reflect. But if you're like following along and you're looking at me applying this and you're like, I don't see anything. Yeah, I know. Maybe when I edit it, I'll be like, oh, there's a little something there.
Editing, Lauren? Yeah, I actually kind of like it.
But it just kind of looks like my cheeks are a little sweaty. And I don't know if I love that. I don't hate it. I just don't know if I love it, you know? Lip products. Okay. These are, again, big fails. Lip products, I have a very, very hard time finishing. I get like, I don't know, distracted by the next new shiny thing or the other shiny thing in my collection. Okay, it doesn't even need to be new. I distract myself a lot. And there is actually a lip balm that I have almost finished, and it's the Sunday Riley Birthday Cake Lip Balm. I've had it for a year. And I know it's been a year because they came out with it on their like anniversary, birthday, whatever. And that was like around my birthday, same month, February. And I got it last year. So it's been a little over a year now. And my God, it will not die. It's beautiful. I love it. I just want to finish it. But the Tower 28, the YSL is still really cute. And this is going to come in handy in spring. I know it will. Just not right now. These didn't get any use. So that's all I'm going to say about those. And we're going to move on. The other lip product that I have used more, but that I am going to be putting in my purse after this, so I use it a lot more, is from Bobbi Brown. And this is the Crushed Oil-Infused Gloss in the color Slow Jam. Yes, it is the cutest thing you've ever seen. It's adorable. And I know there's a little bit of a dent in it. You can't really tell, but I have been using it at least 5 times. So there should be a dent, right? Lip products and me though, like it's that one area that is really hard for me to stick with. So I may need to be doing some reconfiguring after April on those as well. We'll see. I don't know. I need to give them a chance. I know. Okay, eye products. So we have the Hourglass, let's see, Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Reflect is the one that we've been using. This one is absolutely gorgeous. You can see we've got a dip in it. We do. And this one is in my project pan. It was just not getting any use. And I'm like, this is a great everyday color that I can use. And I'm going to be able to hit the bottom of it. And I've been using it pretty frequently. We haven't hit bottom yet, but we're working on it. And this is actually what I used in my first project pan update video. And I really loved that look. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it here just so you can be caught up on the entirety of the project pan. But it's a beautiful eyeshadow and I just would like to get my money's worth from Hourglass because my God, Hourglass is expensive. One of the favorite items in my project pan actually that gives me no grief is my eyeshadow singles from Half Magic Beauty. I have been using these constantly. And it's really kind of hard in the comparison pictures to see the dip, but I swear there is one. So I'm going to throw those pictures up now so you can see them. But actually last month I added in a new color because they came out with new colors and I didn't get them all at once because I was like, I don't need all of them. And then I decided I did. So there's still one color that I'm missing that I thought was kind of a pinkier color, but now might be more of a lilac that I might need. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I still am pretty sure that I can hit pan in one of these in the next 8 months. 10 months I feel like is plenty of time to hit pan in eyeshadow that I love. It doesn't matter which one I hit pan in, it just has to be one of them. And that is a little bit of a problem, only because I like to jump around. Like I don't use the same one every day. I don't do the same eyeshadow every day. I can't. I need different stuff on my eyes every day. I really do. They're just so beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful these are, and I just wish people would talk about them more because Half Magic is just a beautiful brand. Okay, lastly, there's something, I don't even think I talked about it in my last update because I forgot about it. Not because I dislike it, and in fact, I actually did a short where I showed all the different ways that you can use this product, because it is a 3-in-1 product. And that's from Diorshow's, and this is her Color Fix Cream, and it is a waterproof liquid pigment for eyes, lip, and cheek. So again, I will link the little short that I did if you want to check it out, where I did basically a whole face using this product. This is in the color Romance. I'm switching it out, okay? I just don't love pink that much. I just don't. And the thing is, like, I'm not going to use it. I know I'm not going to use it enough to justify having it in this project pan. But what I decided to do is switch in a different eyeshadow cream that I know that I will use. I can use in tandem with my Half Magic Singles, which is this look today. So that is from Sydney Grace, and this is their liquid eyeshadow. This is in the color I Don't Know. No, that's the name. I know the name. It's I Don't Know. But it is this like very rich, it is definitely a warmer bronze color, but it is so stunning and it's just easy to use. The dry down on this is insanely quick, so you got to put it on fast. But it's just something where I'll be able to layer on like another shimmer, like in my inner eye corner, like I did today, or some sort of like really fine topper on top of it. Like there's just more ways that I can use this product than I could the Diorshow's. And again, it's not the Diorshow's fault. It's a great product. It's just I picked a color that I wanted to challenge. Again, I tried to challenge myself and I failed a little bit. It happens. But now we know what not to do in my next project pan. And that's okay, because now we get to use the Sydney Grace, which this has been neglected, but I'm gonna use the heck out of it. Hopefully you weren't too defeated by my project pan update. I know, not a whole lot of positive process. It's a little defeating for me, but I think this product will be gone by the end of April. So that is a good sign. And then we'll probably end up switching in something else to use. So we can continue to be panning items. But yeah, some of these, it's just, I thought that I would have made more progress and I just really haven't. And it's just like frustrating when you think you've used something a lot and then you're like, oh, not really, not really. But that's okay. We are finally moving out of winter. Oh, so happy. It's spring. It's finally starting to feel like spring too. I know, I'm like, don't look like it does, but it does. It's actually getting warm in this room and normally it's freezing. So it's finally spring. I think I will be able to use these products a lot more going into spring. And not just that, but I'm gonna actually be more motivated to be really sticking to my project pan. So I'm excited for spring. Let's see what it brings. And please follow along if you haven't hit that follow button already. It would really help as we grow my tiny channel together. And that way you can continue to get updates on my project pan. If you are doing a project pan, I'm here with you. We're in it together. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And we've almost panned something. So a little bit goes a long way with project panning. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.